Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? First of all, I would like to thank you for participating in this webinar. I hope that all of you are staying safe with your families as we continue to grind through this global pandemic. Today, we're going to be talking about Lennox Indoor Air Quality, the Building Better Air campaign. Lennox Commercial has created a campaign to build better air inside of commercial buildings. As always, we start with the core values of Lennox International: integrity. We behave in an honest and straightforward manner. Respect. We respect our employees, customers, suppliers, competitors, and the communities where we live and work. And excellence. We value high performance from our employees and suppliers and quality in the products and services. We deliver value to our shareholders. The Lennox vision is to be recognized as the highest quality and most innovative commercial HVAC solutions provider. The mission is a world-class HVAC manufacturing and distribution company focused on creating profitable growth and an exceptional customer experience while providing a great place to work. Today's session overview is what we're going to talk about is what is building better air, what IAQ solutions do we provide, how to utilize the Building Better Air program, and what does Building Better Air mean for you and your customers. The Lennox IAQ Building Better Air program. Lennox is launching Building Better Air initiative to improve the indoor air quality of commercial spaces. This initiative combines the company's innovative product line and industry-leading building services to provide comprehensive IAQ solutions for various commercial applications. It is structured to help businesses and building owners evaluate the current state of their HVAC systems, recommend comprehensive IAQ solutions tailored to the building, and identify a maintenance plan to ensure ongoing effectiveness. In the Building Better Air program, the entire program is based off of an evaluate, a solve, and a maintain different sections of the Building Better Air program. Lennox IAQ Solutions. Why is environmental health important? Who is in the building? Your greatest assets. It's all of us. It's the employees, the customers, your family, etc. Poor indoor air quality can affect the health, comfort, and productivity of any organization. Approximately 50% of illnesses are either caused by or aggravated by poor indoor air quality. The average American spends 90% of their time indoors. Think about that. That's a lot of time. This is the ASHRAE Environmental Health Committee statement. Statement on airborne transmission of SARS-CoV-2. Transmission of SARS-CoV-2 through the air is sufficiently likely that airborne exposure to the virus should be controlled. Changes to building operations, including the operation of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems, can reduce airborne exposures. The statement of operating, heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems to reduce SARS-CoV-2 transmission. Ventilation and filtration provided by heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems can reduce the airborne concentration of SARS-CoV-2 and thus the risk of transmission through the air. Unconditioned spaces can cause thermal stress to people that may be directly life-threatening and that may also lower resistance to infection. In general, disabling of heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems is not a recommended measure to reduce the transmission of the virus. Steps to improving IAQ. Eliminate. Eliminate the sources of pollutants through source control. Ventilate. Dilute pollutants, provide oxygen to occupants, and remove CO2. Control humidity. Dehumidify and humidify. Treat. Remove items that can't be controlled by the source. Filter. UVGI and ionization, and monitor, verify indoor air quality. Today we're going to be focusing on ventilate, control humidity, and treatment. How can Lennox HVAC equipment help? Creating a better indoor air quality environment requires controlling temperature, humidity, and contaminants. Whatever your needs, Lennox has products to help you meet those needs. We provide temperature and humidity control of the building. We provide fresh air to the building. We clean and deodorize as it is circulated through the ductwork with the aid of accessories. And our equipment is designed for easy maintenance, which would mean easy maintenance also of the IAQ accessories. Lennox commercial IAQ solutions include air purification with filters, UV lights, and plasma air ionizers, ventilation, and humidity control with our humiditrol system. Why ventilation? Ventilation is key to diluting indoor contaminants. Introduce outside air into the building, reduces concentrations of odors and volatile organic compounds, dilutes the indoor air in accordance to the design of occupancy levels, discharge indoor air outside of the building, reduces indoor contaminants, maintains building's pressures. And as you know, we're in allergy season right now, so ventilating is very, very important, but we do need to make sure that we have our air filtration and purification systems in place before we do so. Lennox ventilation solutions. Lennox has a wide variety of ventilation options, including economizers, energy recovery systems, smart airflow systems with our economizers, dedicated outdoor air systems with our energy units. ASHRAE recommends disabling demand control ventilations and ventilating at full occupancy rates to help reduce airborne pathogens. Why filtration? Stops particles that are in the airstream. Particles are caught in the filter and do not pass into the supply air. Reduces concentrations of pollen, dust mites, dirt, mold spores, fungi, odors, and chemicals. Filter ranges from 1 to 16, 16 being the highest for the minimum efficiency rating value of the filter. The ISO equivalent is equal to or greater than 13, means that it does capture airborne viruses into the filter. Higher MERV ratings could add cost, and static pressure always needs to be considered when you're adding a higher MERV rated filter. In this case, we've seen the different size of microns of different particles. You can see that for the MERV 13 rated filter, the micron size is 50% or greater to capture microns or contaminants the size of viruses. Here we can compare the MERV 8 versus MERV 13 filters. MERV 13 is the minimum ASHRAE recommendation because it has the filtration efficiency to handle small particles without over affecting system static pressure. Why bipolar ionization and how Lennox can help? It improves indoor air quality, reduces irritants in the air, suitable for multiple applications, including schools, churches, office buildings, retail stores, nursing homes, medical clinics, daycare centers, and many, many more. How bipolar ionization works inside buildings. Number one, airborne particles are charged by the ions, causing them to cluster and to be caught in the filters. Number two, as they divide to reproduce, bacteria and virus cells bond with the oxygen ions and are destroyed. Number three, odorous gases and aerosols oxidize and contact with oxygen ions and are neutralized. And number four, oxygen ions cause a chemical reaction with the volatile organic compounds, breaking them down from the molecular structure. Selecting ionizers for HVAC equipment, we've got the PA600 series that installs in the blower cabinet, 2 or 4 wire installation, up to 3 units per RTU and requires no maintenance. This is the best solution from 2 to 12.5 tons. The 7100 series installs in the ductwork, 2 or 4 wire installation also, up to 3 per system, and also no maintenance. The plasma bar or PB series installs like UV lights, requires control panel and use for up to 25 tons and up. Why UV lights? UV light can inactivate viruses and bacteria, rendering them harmless. Can be installed in an air handling unit or directly into the space itself. Light must directly contact the pathogen in order for it to be effective. Lennox Commercial UVC germicidal light solutions. Our UVC lights are designed for specific Lennox unit coils, field installed kits, rooftop units less than 35 tons, and 3 to 20 ton split systems. Reduces exposure of light and other contaminants and service access areas. Provides safe and effective installation and operation by allowing the appropriate amount of light to be directed only to the desired areas at the optimal mounting distance and intensity level. Why humidity control? Property humidity levels discourage growth of mold. Occupants are most comfortable between 40 and 60% relative humidity. This is improved immunity against respiratory infections. Viruses do not travel as far before they land on the floor, coughs and sneezes, for example. So between this humidity percentage levels is where we have the least amount of allergens or contaminants in the air that can cause us harm. Humiditrol, Lennox dehumidification solutions. Humiditrol technology dehumidifies the space by cooling and then reheating the air to neutral temperature. The Humiditrol dehumidification system is a factory installed option on selected Lennox rooftop Energens units and Landmark. The units can vary their performance to deliver just the right amount of cooling and or dehumidification to ensure a comfortable environment. Lennox Commercial IAQ Solutions. Protecting your in-house facilities team. Workers performing maintenance on any ventilation system will require appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, depending on the tasks they are performing. When there is a potential for viral contamination, they should wear additional personal protective equipment, including a properly fitted respiratory N95 or higher mask, eye protection, safety glasses, goggles, or face shields, and disposable gloves. General guidelines for health. We are always doing this. Wash the hands for at least 20 seconds. Use hand sanitizers with at least 60% alcohol. Avoid touching the face with unwashed hands. And clean and disinfect frequently touched surfaces in your home and in your buildings. Guidance for cleaning and disinfecting. Anything in the airstream should be cleaned regularly, including grills, registered ducts, etc., within the commercial building. Filter disposal. When feasible, filters can be disinfected with a 10% bleach solution or other appropriate disinfectant, approved for use with SARS-CoV-2 before removal. Filters, disinfected or not, can be bagged and disposed in the regular trash. A walkthrough inspection is very important when you get to a job site. Perform a walkthrough inspection on all equipment, use a checklist to ensure all activities are performed, and tag any equipment that needs additional attention. Offering solutions with Building Better Air. Again, this is the Lennox IAQ Building Better Air program, and here we're going to start the evaluate process. Building Better Air Initiative, Indoor Air Quality Survey, perform evaluation of equipment to help provide recommendations for improvements on the condition of the equipment, current IAQ accessories, or verify operation. What this is: check to ensure HVAC equipment is operating effectively to promote healthier IAQ. What this is not: a physical measure of viral particulates in the air. Indoor air quality survey. Utilize existing checks from equipment survey, general condition of equipment, current filter rating and condition. Does the coil drain or drain pan need to be cleaned or sanitized? Does the unit have UVC lights installed, bipolar ionization, demand control ventilation, BMS controlled outside air dampers, dehumidification, and the outdoor air check if the original design documentation could be provided? Is the equipment providing the outside air it was designed to do? We always want to check all of these different points to identify any possible solutions that we can give to the building and the homeowners. Evaluate and solve ventilation, airflow, and outdoor air. ASHRAE recommends cycling the air through the unit's filters at a rate of 6 times per hour. ASHRAE also recommends 2 air changes per hour with outdoor air. It would be advantageous to cycle the room air more frequently, thus reducing the percentage of outdoor air required. High percentages of outdoor air can lead to humidity issues. If the customer has a balancing report, this information should be readily available. Otherwise, an air balancing should be done to determine total and outdoor air volume. Is the unit operating with a CO2 sensor or BAS controlling outdoor air? The CO2 control reduces outdoor air and is not recommended for infectious disease control. Does the unit have a dehumidification cycle? Dehumidification cycles such as humiditrol can allow for a higher percentage of outdoor air. And now the Lennox IAQ Building Better Air, the solve portion. Building Better Air Initiative. Indoor air quality solutions provide recommendations for improving IAQ with equipment. Replace old equipment, retrofit with IAQ accessories, repair equipment to operating standards. What this is: recommendations to improve IAQ based on industry's best practices. What this is not: assurance that viral transmission will be prevented in the space. Indoor air quality solutions. Use evaluation to inform solutions. Retrofits, install IAQ accessories, equipment cleaning, preventative maintenance, and disable demand control ventilation. Repair. Equipment repair, blower motor change, install IAQ accessories. Replace. Install new equipment and add IAQ accessories. Indoor air quality solutions. Cost considerations. The least expensive is to repair and clean equipment, change the filter, outdoor damper check, and disable demand control ventilation. The medium cost is IAQ accessories add, which is a filter upgrade to MERV 13, bipolar ionization, germicidal UVC light on coil or ERV, and the highest cost would be new equipment, replacing the old equipment. Humiditrol, including humiditrol, MERV 13 filters, and designed for outside air. While we're there, we're trying to bundle and trying to upsell an old unit to a new unit, including indoor air quality accessories. The Lennox Building Better Air program, the maintenance portion. Building Better Air Initiative ensures the IAQ upgrades to the HVAC system remain effective. Preventative maintenance service contract, very important. Tie into upgrades offered. Upgraded filters, UVC lights, replacement bulb must be within 12 months. Repairing and cleaning. Project manager can definitely help with these new opportunities. the Lennox Building Better Air Evaluate, Solve, and Maintain program. And that's the entire presentation, everybody. Thank you very much for your time to be able to sit with me during this presentation. It is very, very helpful that all of you continue to maintain your social distancing and stay safe while you're out in the workplace in your countries, taking care of your customers and your families. Have a great afternoon and be safe.